Hello, my name is Anna. I spend way too much time online, especially the clock app. So let's talk about it. I'm hoping that when I edit this, I put in like a little like intro, like jingle or something. That's why I like cross my arms stylistically. But if that doesn't happen, I am so sorry. This is the first episode. It's a work in progress, okay? But yes, welcome to Let's Talk About It. Basically, I spend a lot of time on the internet, especially TikTok, and I curate stories over on my Instagram. And people have always told me to bring this to YouTube, and finally I have. So this basically is my YouTube show where I will be curating a bundle of TikToks for you, as well as making commentary and being annoying about it. So it's gonna be fun. I promise you'll have a good time. And if you enjoy it, obviously like, subscribe, comment, share, whatnot. But yes, let's get into it because I have a hot curation for you. Let's talk about it. Okay, this first one.
If the lens of a camera is a circle, then why is the picture a rectangle? Shouldn't the picture be a circle as well? Isn't that concerning?
I don't know what podcast this is from. And normally, most podcasts are criminal and crimes against humanity. But this clip right here killed me. Homeboy is simply not in his body. Homeboy has transcended this realm. Homeboy is existing in the beyond. And quite frankly, I need whatever it is that he is on. Like, he was not there for that line of questioning. Like, Homeboy on the other side was like, if his camera lens is circled, then why are images square? Like, he's all being philosophical and whatnot. Meanwhile, Homeboy is sauced out. He's checked out. Not in operation. And quite frankly, I want that. I want that for myself. I would give my tit, arm, and butt cheek to have just a modicule of the not being here that this guy had. This next one, I couldn't even download it. I had to screen record it, but it's a must see. It truly is a must see.
That's an apartment, not a house. You cannot call an apartment a house. When I'm in your apartment, I feel claustrophobic. Your apartment look like a jail cell. How your kitchen next to your toilet? How your bed next to your kitchen? That's not a living room. You're not living.
No, I'm so sorry. I just think it's funny because, like, I will never begin to comprehend, begin to understand, begin to process why people choose to live in studio apartments. At that point, just have a roommate. I don't care if you're the most insufferable person alive. Get a roommate at that point. Because why is your bed in your kitchen? That is a great question. Why do you live like this? Why do you choose to live like this when there are other options available to you? I live in New York City, and the audacity that they have to price these studio apartments. If an apartment is going to be a studio, it should cost $500 or less. If you're paying $1,500 to have your bed smell like the curry you made last night because it was right there, quite frankly, I think you should rethink your entire life because you are not someone that makes good decisions. If you can't afford a 1-bedroom, go get a roommate. And that's my hot take. All right, this next one. Okay, but hear me out. They put another hamster on the end of it, and they're both sucking on the spaghetti string. I want that so bad. Secondly, is that allowed?
Is this allowed?
All right, next one.
I don't care if this is squirrel meat, skunk. Oh, hold on, maybe not.
I'm so sorry. The way you said squirrel. Okay, personally, I've never gotten like 7-Eleven like chicken wings. I've never been that down bad. Like, I feel like no matter how hard my life has gone, no matter what I'm going through, I'm never like bad enough to buy chicken wings from 7-Eleven. But every time I look at foods from 7-Eleven, I am truly wondering, like, what is in this? I have had a 7-Eleven taquito, and it did do things to my stomach that I feel like no other food has. I can't believe people really buy 7-Eleven chicken wings. Like, I just feel like it doesn't matter how, like, down bad you are. There are just other options available.
Hey, hey. You look so dumb right now.
Okay. First of all, there's a lot of like discussion about, well, I almost said discourse. There's a lot of discussion on TikTok about like icks. If you don't know what an ick is, basically an ick is like something that you see someone do that like repulses you, basically. It repulses and repels. Like it does the two R's. Repulse, repels, and I wish I had a third R to add to that. Release. Maybe that's what it is. Yes, you might have had feelings for this person, but it repulses, repels, and releases you from those feelings. Yes, it's the 3 R's. Basically, you can have an ick about anything. Now, a lot of girls on TikTok have gone on TikTok and talked about like, this is my ick. This is not my ick. Some of them are genuinely like things I'm like, okay, this is understandable. This is definitely something that would repulse, like repel and disgust me. And then there's some icks that are just like, my ick is he wears a t-shirt. And I'm like, girl, that's like 90% of men. I hope that the original video was a joke. That's what I'm thinking it was. It was a joke. People on TikTok have this horrible habit of like taking things that are obviously jokes and like trying to spin it as not jokes so they could just dunk on someone. So like I could see that's happening with this one, but like I am truly like shocked that that person had a list. Let me just like look at some of the icks on this list. Don't get jiggy at the club. Don't tie my laces. Don't use a straw. Men are not allowed to use a straw. Oh, this is so funny. Don't use a trampoline. I kind of understand that one because, like, you know, trampolines are like really dangerous. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really think icks are that big of a deal because if one person on the internet gets online and it's just like, I don't like guys who like use umbrellas, that doesn't speak for all of women. So like your problem is with that woman who's making that post, not with all of women. But then men on TikTok try to make it like it's all of women that are saying this, and it's like one woman online making her like fringe ridiculous opinion and probably joke opinion does not speak for all of women. Okay, next video.
Worm grunting.
Woo!
Every day I learn something new. Worm grunting. It just feels like they're making things up, right? Wow. I wonder what it is that causes the worms to like come up. Is it the sound or is it the vibration? Do worms have ears? I'm not gonna Google that. I'm gonna choose to live in the wonder. But I like to think it's the sound. Worms have ears and the grunting sounds like a sick beat and they're like, oh snap, we gotta come up and go crazy. All right, next video. Oh my God. Y'all, Wallace is revolutionizing the Uber game. Did you see that? I mean, obviously you did. I just showed you, but oh my God. That's actually incredible. I am shaken. Wow. I wonder how long it took him to make that. I just love when people are like so creative like that. Like 5 stars, like I'm tipping you the amount of the ride. That is so cool. Okay, next one.
One of the reasons why people don't typically let me drink coffee. And it's not because I don't like it. It's because now my husband has to deal with me all the way home and we still have another 3.5 hours left.
Godspeed to him. Wow. All right, next video.
Settle down, it's time to sing. He's a birthday boy, he's a birthday boy. We're looking around for the birthday boy. Where could the birthday boy be? Is he under the table? Is he under a chair? Is he in the ceiling? Is he in your hair? He's a birthday boy, but we can't find him.
Where is he?
We can't find him, we can't find him. Have you seen the birthday boy? We still cannot find the birthday boy. Oh, there he is. Happy birthday to you.
Personally, I've never encountered this before. I've seen a few people on TikTok make like videos like similar to this, and I'm like, I didn't know people's families just had their own birthday song. Like, all I've ever heard is happy birthday to you and happy birthday to ya. That's about it. Like, those are the 2 genders in birthday song. I didn't know there were non-binary birthday songs.
Breaking news! Tory Lanez has just been officially sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting Meg the Stallion. He was found guilty of negligent discharge with a firearm and assault with a semi-automatic weapon. What do you think about this?
Something so serious, so topical, being presented by the fish from SpongeBob, and then him being like, what do you think about this? At the end, I hate the future. I hate the future. This is not the future I was promised. Why is this how we're getting our news? AI generated fish from SpongeBob. And then how do you feel about this? That is just a cherry on top. Okay, next video.
What's the one place I never steal from? Sephora. Sephora's got the best cameras I've ever seen. I've literally watched them zoom in live time and it records high definition all the way down inside my client's purse, where you could literally watch a little tiny mascara stick fall in, go drop to the bottom, close it up, and then he got the perfect going out. I was like, dang, we're screwed.
I don't know. Part of me wants to believe that, oh my God, you should not steal from Sephora. They have highly sophisticated cameras, whatever. But another part of me is just like, is this Sephora propaganda? Are they like spreading these like, oh, don't steal from Sephora, they have such good cameras, to like dissuade people from stealing? What angles are these cameras? Where are these cameras positioned in that they can see all the way down from the person? I think the obvious solution here is to steal from a Sephora when you're out of town. You can keep stealing from Sephora. Just go to the Sephora when you're visiting like your third uncle in like Wichita, Kansas. Go to that one. All right, next TikTok.
And I know she'll be the death of me, at least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me, the worst are yet to come. But at least we'll both be beautiful and stay forever young. This I know. This I know.
First of all, I just feel like The Weeknd has better songs. I'm sorry. I just don't think this is the best Weeknd song. I don't think this is the Weeknd song that you need to be risking burning down your house over. Which takes me to my second point. Why are you risking burning down your house for a TikTok? It's really funny, but fire is no joke, y'all. But imagine how many takes this took. I suspect there were other takes. All right, next TikTok.
Who do you think you are? I am.
No, because "Who do you think you are? I am," is it's one of the most iconic lines ever uttered. I don't even know the name of the guy who uttered it. All I know is it was a bowling championship in which he was like taking like the winning shot or whatever, and he bowled and he struck out. Truly an iconic moment in life, coupled with the fact that like that cop coming down the slide, this happened in Massachusetts, I believe, in Boston area, and there's this like really like long slide. Most people come down with no problems, but this police officer on duty has a few screws loose and gets a few more loose when he comes down the slide and hurts himself. And it just became a meme on TikTok, because how do you come down a slide that most people come down normally? How does that suddenly hurt you? You have to be the dumbest person in the room to not know how to use a slide properly. And I just love the merging of these two memes. All right, next TikTok.
I know she's a whore. I love it. Da ticka da ding. Da ticka ticka da da ticka ticka da da ticka ticka da ding. Da ticka ticka da da ticka ticka da da ticka ticka ding.
I love Shrek as like a perpetual internet meme that will not die. It's unproblematic. We love Shrek. All right, next TikTok. Let's see.
It's been a long time coming, but I know.
Okay. Wow, that was so fucking funny. If you don't know what the Montgomery brawl is, let me just give you a quick download. It's really recent. Basically, there was a big like party boat that was like docking, and there was like this small like private boat that was in the way, and the big boat was like, yo, move out of the way so we can dock, and the small boat was like, no way. And then the security guard comes to try to get the small boat to move, and then the people on the small boat jump the security guard. This is the part that the news outlets are not mentioning, because there's a racial undertone to it. The security guard was black, the people in the small private boat were white, and they jumped the security guard. And then like obviously like black people around were like, we're not gonna let this happen. So then they came to defend the man being jumped, and it turned into a brawl. And somewhere along the way, someone picked up a folding chair and hit two people in the head with the folding chair. It was just an iconic moment. I digress. It's become a huge internet meme, and that video it's hilarious. It's hilarious when you know the background. I just think the whole brawl is funny. Do I think it's like inherently like racially like motivated? I don't think it's inherently racially motivated, but I do think a lot of the narratives and the conversation surrounding it has become racially motivated, especially when they're villainizing the black people in the brawl. Meanwhile, it was really started by the white owners of that private boat who would not move out of the way for that larger boat to dock. But whatever, we can get into that some other day. But I think the memes are funny. I think, knowing everything I know about the case, I think the memes are funny, and that video is hilarious. Okay, next video.
Hey yo, big hands check.
Roll out, dun dun dun, roll out, dun dun, roll out, dun dun dun, roll out, dun dun, roll out, dun dun dun, roll out, dun dun, roll out, dun dun dun, roll out, dun.
You know what they say about a man with big hands? Big gloves. Next video. Virtually and in real life. She's honestly talented for that. Could not be me. Like, how did this happen? Girl. All right, next video.
Check out this luxury 3D printed house located in Austin. This was printed by a company called Icon, and this is their model house called House Zero. It's a 2,700 square foot home, and they 3D printed the walls on site. The thing is, you can only 3D print the walls though, so they still had to bring a lot of people in for the electrical, cabinetry, plumbing, etc. But still super cool, they were able to automate one part of the home building process. Something you'll notice is these walls have no straight lines. Using the 3D printer, they can do whatever they program it to do, which allows them to get these really cool curved walls that you wouldn't normally be able to get very easily. The 3D printed cement wall looks really cool on its own, but you can also add wood paneling, tile, plaster, really anything you'd like to cover it. And yes, you can screw into these to hang photos, a TV, anything really. And the concrete actually insulates really well, so you can keep that Texas heat out.
I'm sorry. This comment from this video, I always wanted to live in a toothpaste house. I just had to add this in. Cleaning that house must be a bitch. I do think the rounded walls are cool, don't get me wrong. It's really nice when a house is not just square and has a few like curves to it. I'm like, oh, she's curvy. But quite frankly, I don't know about this one. I don't know if I'm eager to be living in this kind of house. Just think logistically. There's a lot of places for dust to hide, and I am allergic to dust. Okay, next TikTok.
Stingrays look like they were designed to be minimalist. I mean, their bodies are basically two-dimensional. And sea dragons are definitely maximalist, but what about the other design styles? Hammerheads and sawfish or the industrial fish? I mean, just pair them up with some electric eels and they basically turn into power tools. Angelfish are definitely Art Deco. They're like the fish version of a 1920s flapper. They even have the wispy headpiece. Anglerfish are Gothic. I mean, they straight up look terrifying and they swim around in pure darkness with a little lantern like some villains. Sunfish are the brutalist fish. Like, you guys can't tell me that that is not a floating slab of concrete with some googly eyes on it. Betas are the glam chic fish. They're just straight up serving red carpet ready looks while every other fish is getting served as dinner. Blue sharks are the contemporary fish because they have a very sleek and modern appearance and their eyes remind me of camera lenses. Mandarins are eclectic fish. They just look like they were created by combining a bunch of spare parts from like 10 different fish. Kois are for sure Japandi. Pairing them up with any other style would be literally insane. They just fit this vibe perfectly. Boxfish are Bauhaus, which is all about simple shapes and colors, and this fish literally looks like it belongs in Minecraft, so it tracks.
Wow. The most impressive thing about the video is how little I know about architecture. Bauhaus? I'm like, wow, I've never heard of half of these terms. Tell me more, smart man behind my screen.
In your
room, horses just be letting it rip. And you're gonna have a horse in your room. Oh, imagine the smell. Imagine the smell. Girl, what are we doing? And the TikTok lights, we still have the 2020 TikTok lights up. Give it up. If I see that in a room, I become viscerally upset. There's just something about that lighting in a room that I'm like, ugh. Please come to the future. Join us in the future, please. No. Okay, next TikTok.
If you're not showering after the bar, what are you doing?
Oh, she's me. She's so real for that. Oh, the smudged eyeliner mascara combo. That look eats every time. And yes, you will find me in that look. Why did you have to bring Sissy Fest into this? Okay, next video.
You don't know what you want to be, bro. Talking about an obedient. Everybody saying that. And what is a right now?
Oh my god. Oh, sorry. These are getting to me. Okay, next TikTok.
911, where's your emergency?
My house.
Okay, what's the emergency?
I just killed my mom and my sister.
You just killed your mother and your sister? How did you do that?
I shot him with a .22 revolver.
Are you sure they're dead?
Yes.
Okay.
That cannot be real! That operator? Why is she giving cunt when someone just committed a murder?
Did you know that scuba divers roll backwards off of boats? Because if they rolled forward, they would go into the boat.
That's a good one. I love that one.
Run fast for your mother, fast for your father.
And she's 11. Wow, that image is that old. Oh my God, I am an ancient. I am elderly. Oh my God, I need to start looking at retirement homes. I need to start hanging out on the porch. All right, we're gonna do one more TikTok. Okay, I just wanted to end on like a little bit of a sweet note. I feel like that's like a dessert. Like when you see something so masterfully created and artistically like made, it's like a sweet note. Kelly Emmrich is an artist that I have loved her art for so long on TikTok. It just invokes a lot of emotion and it's very specific. Her style is unique. I hope one day I get to see like a movie or a show or a short film, something made by her. I just think she's so talented and I hope you enjoy just that little piece of zen after all of that chaos that was today's bundle. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this sort of video, like, share, subscribe, turn on your bell notifications. I'll make more of these. Be on the lookout for another installment of Let's Talk About It because Rush Talk videos have been served to me and I'm ready to do a whole review. If you don't know what Rush Talk is, it's like when Americans like go out for like sorority like tryouts basically. A sorority is like a club for girls in college. I'm like trying to like distill everything down to a term that everyone will understand. But basically they call it rushing when they try out for these clubs and it's truly phenomenal, the culture and there's a certain je ne sais quoi. I've already gathered a good bundle for you guys, so be on the lookout for that video next. Please leave a comment if you really like this video and you want to keep supporting me doing more of these. This is my first one, so excuse me for it being shaky or weird. I'm trying my best. When I find my cadence, it will be there, but I still feel like I had a good cadence, right? I did my best. I hope you enjoy. I hope you come back for more. Also, if you did like this video and you like me and my personality and you want to hear more from me, check out my podcast with my friend Jill Sermonti. It's on my page. It's called the Jenaverse. You're gonna love it. It's funny, it's hilarious. Everyone who's seen it loves it. Tune in 3 p.m. every Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern time every Thursday on YouTube for our premiere. Join the live chat. Also, like, I'm sorry that I had to replace a lot of the music in this video. I just want to make money from this video and I don't want the video to be taken down. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for checking this out. Stay fresh.